Nobody loves you, Axhton.
What's up, it's Axhton. I'll be showing you guys how to make a beat in similar to style like Suicide Boys. So this isn't going to be like a Suicide Boys funk beat. This is going to be something like a synth hard 808 hitting beat. Start off, I got a sound from bass gutta Electra X Bank, and this is going to be like an ARP. So for the ARP sound, you want to get something dark and sinister. And here's another sound from bass gutta Electra X Bank. So you can see on the chords on the third one, so I moved the top notes and the bass line note to just one semitone, so that's going to make the chord progression sounds dark and a little bit more interesting compared if I just did like this. If I did like this, it just played through this whole beat like that. It's not going to be much variation and it's going to probably get boring. Next we got this other Electra X sound, also from bass gutta Bank. It's a pluck sound and this is what it sounds like. So what's important about this is this mixing it. So mostly on here I put halftime on this beat and I put like some flanger and some chorus effect on it. This is what it sounds like without the effects. Now here's that same pattern with the effects added on. It added some texture to it and you can hear it sounded more ambient. So I play around with halftime. After that we got bass from Electra X. All these sounds I'm using are also from the bass gutta Banks. So yeah, it filled up the melody because I felt like the melodies didn't have enough bass to it. So for the chorus, the ARP sound are just playing one note the whole time, A sharp, and then when the verse hit, this is what it sounds like. So for that ARP sound, I added the same notes just one octave higher, cut it down, just so when it comes into the beat you can tell the difference between the chorus and the verse. Here's what the melody sounds like, and I'm just gonna play the WAV files so my FL don't crash. So that's the vibe we're going for. We want something dark and sinister. So for these type of beats, normally minor scale fit the best since minor scales are for more darker beats. So for the BPM, anywhere between like 110 or 140 will do. This really depends on the melody you're making and the vibe. Moving on, we got some hi-hats. Normally on these type of Suicide Boys beats, that's more synth sounding. So for these type of Suicide Boys beats, it's more leaning towards trap sounds. It's going to be similar to like Metro Boomin or some classic trap pattern, so think of it more that way. So yeah, on mixing this hi-hat, I just put what I usually do on my hi-hats. It's just something I like to do. I cut off all the low mids, bass and sub bass, put on some reverb, and also put some effectrics on there. And you can hear on these beats, it's normally going to use snares then claps. So what helps with the rhythm and cadence of these beats, because the snare sound is really important. You want to get something that's sharp and hits real quick. And here's the 808. 808s are just some simple patterns. What I did to like spice it up a little bit is I threw in some slides right there. I just threw in some slides occasionally, like right here, and throwing in some chops. What I like to do is throw in like some 1/3 step, 1/6 step chops like here. It's just a different bounce than normally just putting everything to like 1/4 B, and same here. And normally at the end of their beats they usually throw the 808s like 1 octave higher. So here's what I did to make the 808s a little bit harder. Down here on this EQ I tweaked it up. So what I did right here, I put up bend to a little bit higher than normal. This is a stock FL plugin, it's called Wave Shaper. Highly recommend it. It really makes a difference in your 808. And this is what it sounds like with the Wave Shaper and a little bit EQ. And this is what it sounds like without. In their beats they use a lot of kicks compared to like other trap beats made nowadays that is mostly just 808s. So you want to get something that's like, you want to get a kick that hits hard. So the 808s and kick is like a call and response thing. You can hear it right here. So yeah, just play around with the 808s. Next thing we got is just gonna be a bounce snare. Next we got open hat. I turned down some of the velocity just so not all of it hits the same and there's like a bounce to it. Lastly, we got a snare roll. Whenever I think of like Suicide Boys beats, I always think of snare rolls. So yeah, you can see right here, I spaced them out. It only plays a couple times in the beat. And here's what the drum sounds like. Here's a tip for your master channel. Always put Fruity Soft Clipper in. That's like essential for trap beats. And parametric EQ. On band 5 I turned it up by 2 decibel, and on band 7 I turned it up by 3 decibel. That's gonna make your hi-hat and snare crisp, and right here on band 5 that's gonna make the mid-tone in your 808 stand out. And that's basically how I would make a beat for Suicide Boys. I hope you guys like it. Make sure to check out the rest of the videos we got on this channel and the other members too. Everyone here is really talented. You can learn so much from the videos. Also, we recently made an Instagram, so make sure to check that out. And we're also going to be posting our beats on BeatStar soon. My Instagram and email is also going to be listed down below too. If you want to send some loops, feel free to. If you want to like collab, just let me know. That's basically beat, and I hope you guys liked it.
Nobody loves you, Axhton.